this episode of The Legend of Croc Gold.
We've got to see some gold today.
Alaskan gold miner Farley Dean is on a quest to save his family business in the deadly jungles of Bougainville Island.
Lots of gold in there.
But a frustrated crew,
Something's wrong.
Frustrated is putting it mildly.
suspicious tribal chiefs,
They can kick us off the island.
and a remote, unforgiving river
Hold on, we're gonna get you.
jeopardize the mission
Hold on. No!
to unearth millions and millions in legendary gold.
There's gold on this island, my friend.
That knocked it out of the park.
For the past 2 weeks, Papua New Guinea's Bougainville Island has been home to Alaskan gold miner Farley Dean and his hand-picked team of American prospectors. They've traveled more than 5,000 miles to this forbidding jungle in search of a legendary fortune in gold.
There it is. It's going. Our family has everything invested in this trip to Bougainville. If it doesn't succeed, it's going to put a tremendous amount of pressure on me. We're going to be financially devastated.
But after 14 days, the team has found no gold. They've only 4 weeks left and haven't been able to dredge for 2 straight days. Rain and high winds have kept Farley's boat dead in the water and his entire team stuck at base camp. The weather may finally be letting up, but Farley desperately needs to make up for lost time.
Todd, weather sucks.
Yeah.
Are you okay with thinking about going out this morning?
Right now, we can start for sure.
Okay.
Just realize the river's going to be raging today. There's going to be so much water coming down the river. So don't be too disappointed if we have to turn around and come home.
All right. Well, today I don't get to go. I got to go deal with the local land chief up here that's not very happy with our progress, which is going to be you guys today. The tribes in Bougainville are in charge of the land. They are a major partner in this exploration. One of the chiefs is just not happy with us and what's happening, so I'm going to have to take time and go deal with this guy today. We anticipated this. I'm not really supposed to be on the dredging team at all times. There's too many things that I have to orchestrate in order to be down there dredging with the boys every day. I'd like to see 3 or 4 hours on that dredge time. I'd like to see non-interrupted 3 or 4 hours. We haven't run it but 10, 15 minutes yet. It's time. We've got to see some gold today. An ounce an hour is really what we're looking for.
Amen to that.
And that needs to be our goal at all times, right?
Yeah. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here, buddy. Let's do this. Let's go do it. Let's get this beast off of here.
Because wrangling the custom croc cage and dredge has been problematic and time-consuming, the team has decided to leave the croc cage behind at base camp today.
I'm just gonna yard it.
Just gonna pull it off?
Yeah.
I think we can.
Although this will save them valuable time that can be used for more dredging, it will also dramatically increase the danger for diver Kelly Smith as he works completely unprotected in the crocodile-infested river.
Okay, ready? Yeah. Moving.
Today we decided to leave the croc cage behind.
Good.
I think that it's unsafe. It puts a lot of stress on me as the diver because, I'm the one getting in the water with these things.
Good. We're there.
Nice job, guys.
But we've got Croc Jim today keeping an eye out for us.
We'll come back with gold or we won't come
All
back.
right. That's what I like to hear.
See you later, Farley.
See you later, Father.
Stay away from those crocs.
Good luck today.
Yeah, I'd rather be going with them. Chiefs isn't going to be a lot of fun. We haven't had a lot of time on the dredge yet, but we'll find out today. Today should be the day the dredge works.
Shortly after heading out to the Queens River, the crew catches a break. The weather lifts, and so do their spirits.
Let's go.
I refuse to lose.
Woo!
It's a really clear day.
Yeah, it really cleared up. I can't believe how well it turned out.
I know.
Time to make the most of it.
Success today would be spending at least 4 hours dredging. Anything less than that, I really wouldn't be satisfied.
Here we go.
It's all yours today, Skelly. If we don't prove that there's a viable claim for gold here, I'm busted.
Not to jinx us, but that looks good, Cap.
The high water level created by the heavy rains has made crossing the sandbar into the Queens River much easier today.
How we looking over there, Kelly? We're good over here.
But it has also created other dangers.
Stay to the outside. You see it?
Yeah, I see that.
Tons of debris has been washed downstream, creating treacherous underwater snags that make navigation difficult and dangerous.
We're gonna hit here. Nice.
They ended up right over it.
Nice.
The plan for today is to go to the same riverbank that we attempted to dredge last time. We just ran out of time and had too many issues.
I didn't even see it.
gonna happen.
So today, I think we would all be happy with 4 hours of dredging.
You got
Go ahead,
this.
hug the bush here. Hug it. This is where everyone has to be on their A game.
Looking good on the port. Looking pretty free of snags, Todd. Roger.
Okay, you're clear of this tree.
There's the Croc right there. There's the antler. He just went in right here.
Went right in. Roger that.
You can see where it swirled the water. Yeah. It was at least a 6-footer. Roger. Oh, man.
Saltwater crocs are both a harsh reality and the center of an ancient myth on Bougainville Island. Because these deadly creatures rest and hunt in the same deep riverbeds where gold tends to accumulate, it must have seemed to ancient islanders that the vicious reptiles were standing guard over caches of gold. For hundreds of years, the legend has grown, and many now believe that to get to the island's treasure, you must first contend with its crocodile guards. 2 hours west, Farley is leading the land team to Bougainville's Copani region to meet with a concerned tribal chief.
We're getting close to that river crossing.
Yeah.
Farley was granted permission to prospect the island at a meeting 2 weeks earlier. But many of Bougainville's chiefs remain suspicious of the foreigners.
We're gonna visit with Chief Gordon up here. He's the guy at the chiefs meeting that we had.
He was the one that kept giving you the challenges?
Yeah, he was the one that kept challenging. What I remember about Chief Gordon from the big meeting is that he was the angriest. He was the one that was most concerned about the color of our skin.
We'll try to figure out how we're going to cross it. You know.
Tribal Chief Gordon has demanded that Farley travel to his remote village to personally demonstrate the Alaskans' modern mining equipment and prove its effectiveness and environmental safety.
This is definitely a big rock, right here, about that big. So we keep on your side, I think we're good?
Yeah. Try to stick to the left as we come in.
Yeah.
It's an arduous 3-hour journey
My hand's in the water, Meg.
that will take Farley and the land crew into the heart of Bougainville's darkest and most dangerous jungles.
Well done, buddy.
Today, I'm dreading the question of how much gold have you gotten so far? Because in the past couple weeks, we've gotten pretty much nothing as far as gold. I don't even think you could buy a couple beers down here with what we've gotten so far.
All right, just Bennett's Creek right here. Chief Gordon's been really concerned about the way we've been operating.
Hello. Hello, police.
We're gonna have to show them some gold, or they can kick us off the island. That simple. Beautiful river. Wow, it's looking really good, guys.
Farley, can I just interrupt? I know that you have been working in this area for the last 2 weeks. How much gold have you got?
Very little. We have found no gold. We've had a lot of equipment problems. We've had storms. We've had people being sick. It's been tough. It's been 13 days trying to dredge with about an hour of actual dredging time. So we're hoping you're going to bring us to a good place where we get gold. When we split the gold, you will be there to split the gold
Farley,
with us.
I would like to just interrupt again.
No problem.
Knowing that there are villages downstream, how sure are you that there will never be any environmental damage?
Positive. We will never use any chemicals. We will never use any mercury while we are here on your island.
I see Farley as being a sweet talker. He's trying to convince us to believe in what he is saying. Who knows how he is going to help the locals here? You will have to abide by what you are saying.
Absolutely. You want to show us where to start?
We will start down there. If Farley doesn't find gold, I will see Farley as being a liar. They had empty promises. Maybe he can go back to his country, Alaska.
Despite 2 weeks of failure, Farley is convinced that there are massive deposits of gold on Bougainville that have sat undiscovered for thousands of years. The island was formed by 3 converging tectonic plates, and more than 1 million years of volcanic activity has spewed mineral-rich lava across the surface of the island. As water eroded this soil, gold was washed into Bougainville's rivers and streams, where it remains today, waiting to be discovered. 3 hours east, Ian and the boat crew continue up the Queens River towards their dredge site.
Logs coming this way.
But their progress is slow.
Clear on this side.
Roger.
The high water level, strong currents, and debris have turned their journey into an obstacle course.
You got a snag right here. You're gonna have to hook it. Then we'll shoot straight through. Got it.
Okay, we're good. We're clear of that snag.
Nice. Nice driving, Cap. Check it out, check it out. There's another one right there.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one
You
right
guys
there.
got there.
Hey, we got a croc up on the bank.
I see it.
That's number 2 for today,
Look
bro.
at that.
Wow.
That is a big croc.
Yep. Just got real.
Yep.
Coming up,
We really need to find gold, like now.
all eyes are on Farley to deliver on his golden promise.
I have not been impressed by Farley as yet. Might be they are bad miners.
And later,
Hang on. We're gonna hit.
the boat crew fights to survive in the crocodile kill zone. Bougainville Island, Papua New Guinea. Ian, Todd, and Sekeli make their way up the Queens River, rumored to be full of gold, protected by man-eating crocs.
Check it out, check it out. You got a croc up on the bank.
I see it. I see it.
Damn.
And after less than 30 minutes on the river, the local legends appear to be true. The team has already spotted 2 enormous saltwater crocs.
That is a big croc.
Yep. Just got real.
Yep.
Just another reminder what we're all up against here. It's not our river.
On the day that we decide not to take the cage, the first thing we see is the 9 or 10 foot croc.
Can't even see 3/4 of it.
Wow.
Am I worried about Skelly? Yes. I wouldn't be a teammate if I didn't.
Tell you what, man, they're everywhere.
According to ancient tribal legend, Bougainville's massive gold deposits are protected by the thousands of crocodiles that live and hunt in its rivers. Although females rarely exceed 10 feet in length, males can grow to be 20 feet long and weigh as much as 2,600 pounds. They're cold-blooded apex predators that ambush their prey, then drown or swallow them whole. These aggressive giant crocodiles fear no enemy and fiercely defend their territory, killing any animal that poses a threat, including humans.
Todd, we're gonna have to take it
Yeah, I
wide.
see it. I can hit the bank.
Okay, hold on.
I can't
We're gonna
stop.
hit.
This is a really bad spot. We're high and dry on the port side.
Man, we just saw a croc.
Right after we seen the croc, we got kind of caught up in a log jam where one of the logs was running across the entire river. So we were trying to shoot and kind of zigzag through those, and I mean the current caught our pontoons just right.
What if we all stood over here, starboard bow, push with the bamboo, and we get the port pontoon over?
I'm willing to try anything except get in that water.
Yeah.
Let's call that our last resort. Right now, we're trying to get off the bank. And we're stuck on a log, but we just saw a croc and don't want to get in the water. There we go. There we go. There we go. Keep pushing just like you're doing.
When no one can get in the water, freeing up the boat is much more difficult.
I can't use any power because I'm right on top of the log.
We can hop in the water and just move ourselves. But when there's crocodiles in the water, that's not something that any of us are gonna do.
We're deep.
I think I can get this with power now.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, here we go again.
Going forward. Watch the logs in front.
Got it now.
It's a hell of a day to left the croc cage behind. That's the call we decided to make. I'm regretting it now, but it's too late to turn it back. I think we're done losing. We've got to still make it work. We came down here for one reason, is to come back rich, come back with gold.
Farley and the team believe the key to striking it rich is accessing untapped deposits of gold along the bottom of the Queens River. To do so, diver Sekeli Smith will use the first 6-inch mining dredge ever brought to Bougainville to vacuum up 10 cubic yards of gold-rich sediment from the river bottom every hour. Normally, he would be protected by a 300-pound aluminum croc cage, but to increase efficiency, the crew left the cage at base camp. A risky decision that exposes Sekeli to the deadly crocs believed to guard Bougainville's riches. 4 hours northwest of the Queens River, Tribal Chief Gordon leads Farley and the land team to a shallow creek where villagers using primitive pans have recovered more than 6 pounds of gold worth a staggering $100,000 in the past 2 years. But Bougainville has never seen anything like the modern dredges Farley has brought to the island, which are hundreds of times more efficient than a pan.
Where are we going, Gordon?
There,
Over here?
yeah. Kapani is a place where there is gold. There is gold everywhere. Locals, they know very well how to find gold. So what if for 2 weeks Farley hasn't found any gold? Might be his machines are just unreliable, or might be they are bad miners.
This is fun. This is a great spot to start.
Right down here in these rocks?
For Farley, the stakes could not be higher. He knows that Chief Gordon is testing him. And that if he fails to find gold today, he will lose the trust of locals and possibly even lose the right to continue mining on Bougainville. A blow that would destroy his family business.
So, we started at 1 o'clock. Hopefully we can run for a couple of hours. At 4 yards an hour, it'll be impressive. If there's gold there, it will catch it. This is the first really good chance we've had of doing a real test.
I'm not a big fan of working like this. Yeah, I understand everyone wanting to see what we're doing. Dredging is new to them.
Is there going to be any kind of redirecting the river?
Not much more than high water. High water would make it worse.
But it's hard having someone over your shoulder, always asking questions, always trying to see what's going on. My dad's under a lot of pressure right now. Everything's on his shoulders. So we really need to find gold, like now, today.
So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to just suck all this gold off the bottom here. You can feel the suction, but see how it sucks these big rocks? You keep your hand over it because a big rock will clog in the hook.
With the portable 4-inch dredge working at full capacity, Farley, Megan, and miner Ben Daniels will attempt to dig several feet down beneath the creek to reach a pay layer. Farley believes that Bougainville's 3 volcanoes bring gold to the surface of the earth, where it's washed into rivers and streams. Over thousands of years, the heavy gold sinks down through layers of lighter sediment until it is stopped by impermeable clay. Here, the gold collects into what miners call a pay layer, or pay dirt. The haul from a pay layer could be huge if they can find it.
When do you know that it's full?
You could see it if it was full of gold, but we like to run 3 or 4 hours. When it turns yellow, it's full.
I have not been impressed by Farley as yet. If they don't find any gold at all, then it's better that they leave and go back to their place.
Meanwhile, Ian and the boat crew are approaching the location where Farley has instructed them to dredge. And it is immediately apparent to everyone that they have not left their croc problems behind.
There's a drag mark right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I 100% see that, and a tail.
There's another one right there. There's another one right there. There's 3 of them right by our trap.
Yeah.
We were finally making our way up towards the sandbar where we wanted to dredge. And the first thing we see are 3 drag marks going into the water. I mean, we see crocodile tracks up and down that sandbar.
All right, heads on a swivel, gents.
Now it's starting to become real. It's not just a legend or stories or, it's real.
This dredge site was selected by Farley because the gravel riverbank is a sign that heavy materials like gold have been accumulating in the area for years. But the croc tracks are a chilling reminder of the risks involved in dredging the sediment beneath the Queens River.
Can slide?
Looks like there's 3 sets of drag marks over there.
Did you want to dredge here?
Not anymore.
Wow. Watch yourself.
Crocs come up first thing in the morning to lay in the sun, and it gives them a chance to charge up their batteries, so to speak, warm up their bodies. Well, this is a tail drag. That's a rear footprint. That's a front footprint. She may have been laying right here this morning, and when we come around the corner, she hightailed it for the water. But this back footprint, being about 7 inches long, tells me she's about 7 feet. And that's a big croc. That's a size that we're concerned with. All right, you guys can get off the boat.
Okay, we're coming.
Be careful where you step and watch yourself around here.
What'd you see here?
We definitely got sign of 2. The bigger one of the 2, that's the one that's a little more concerning. That one's at least 7, maybe 8 foot. That's bigger than us. They're still in the area. They're not generally going to run too far. Once they get into the water, they're going to look for a spot to hide. And this activity, the running of the motors, could actually aggravate a large croc.
Look, right here.
And that's the tail drag.
I mean, you could...
Yeah, tracks right here.
And there's even better ones.
What a stop!
All right, I need to go change my drawers, guys. I'm going to wash off in the river here. Never an easy day.
Coming up,
Set her down.
the pressure mounts as Chief Gordon demands to see some gold.
That knocked it out of the park.
And later, the team hopes a mystical island ritual will change their luck.
This whole thing could blow up in my face.
More than 5,000 miles southwest of Alaska lies the tiny island of Bougainville, Papua New Guinea, home to the infamous Queens River, a treacherous waterway that tribal legends claim is filled with gold, protected by man-eating crocodiles.
You okay, Jim?
Yeah, just making sure.
Let's unload the dredge. Let's get it going.
Let's do this.
With no gold to show for their 2 weeks on the island, Ian and the boat crew are anxious to start prospecting a promising site on the Queens, despite finding fresh croc tracks on the bank when they arrived.
Can't let your guard down here, guys.
In the past 15 years, locals have pulled nearly $500,000 in gold from the banks of the Queens River, using only primitive panning techniques. But Farley's modern dredge will allow Sekeli to be the first person to search for gold in the gravelly sediment beneath the river.
Okay. It's scary for sure. I don't feel comfortable diving without the cage, but, you know, we're gonna have to make it work. Didn't come down here to strike out.
There it goes. This thing's messed up. Something's funny with this. What's the issue, Bryce? It stalled it.
That belt's about to go.
And you can tell how crooked this.
It's not one thing, it's another.
Just moments after starting the dredge, the team suffers a major setback that could derail the day's mission.
Getting frustrated.
A loose belt has rendered the dredge all but useless, and miner Ian Rose is not happy.
Okay, this is stupid. Coming out to fix something that we should have had fixed.
This is frustrating, huh?
Sometime during their previous dredge mission, the pump's pulleys were knocked out of alignment, causing a belt to come loose. This reduced the suction power of the dredge by 80%. Attempting to use the equipment with a loose belt will cause permanent damage to the only 6-inch dredge on the island.
All right, somebody lock it now while I'm pulling it. Before we left base camp, I was told that the belt needed to be tightened. That was a little loose. It's more than a little loose. It's not gonna operate. They should have fixed it before we left, or when they found out it was loose. It should have been fixed. So, again, instead of dredging, now we're fixing the dredge. For it not to be fixed is bull. Frustrated is putting it mildly at this point. I'm angry.
4 hours west, Farley and the land crew's command performance for Tribal Chief Gordon has drawn a group of curious villagers eager to watch the showdown between their chief and the Americans.
The party at the beach. I've never seen people so happy to jump in and help. It's very refreshing. Most of the guys are here, they're here to help. That's very nice.
Today's a good day. We're actually out dredging. We're getting some good hours in, which we haven't done so far.
The kids are gonna have a nice swimming pool when we're done.
My dad's in a good mood. He's out there. This is his element. Ben is just going crazy on the dredge. I'm back there just scooping away, and we're doing good together.
The team has been prospecting with its high-tech portable dredge for 2 hours, the longest session since arriving on Bougainville. But Farley knows Chief Gordon's patience is running thin.
Hey, Ben, shut her down.
All right.
And decides to shut down early.
It's out right into there.
He's anxious to prove that his cutting-edge technology is capable of finding massive amounts of gold on the island, and that his plan to save his family from bankruptcy isn't just a pipe dream.
Looks like nice, good black sand,
Good
Ben.
black sand, huh?
It's really nice, buddy. I don't see any nuggets jumping out at me yet, but hey, we're still looking for that big Bougainville gold nugget yet.
Chief Gordon watches with intense interest
Put this right into here.
as the material from the sluice is processed with a portable gold concentrator that the team brought from America,
Hold it.
the only one of its kind on the island.
How much gold do you think you will find it?
If we get a gram, I'll be thrilled. But I want a half ounce, okay?
Half ounce.
Half ounce. Half ounce is enough to share. Grams, can't buy breakfast with it. If we could get a quarter of an ounce, I'd be happy. If we got it at half an ounce, I'm going to be jumping a jig. An ounce, Farley's going to swim the creek.
Where's the gold now?
It's at the very bottom of the pan, and you won't be able to see it until I do what we call a reveal. Once I pan this all down, you'll be able to see gold.
I was getting really worried when they were processing the gold. I kept looking over at Chief Gordon, like looking at his facial expressions, like I was worried. because I did not want to disappoint him. None of us do, because we're not finding the gold today. He's going to have a lot more harder questions than he already had, and they were hard already.
Tensions are high and all eyes are on Ben as he hand pans the processed material. Farley knows that if he comes up empty again, his dream of saving his family will be shattered and all will be lost.
It's gonna be impressive, guys.
Is it, Ben?
Yeah, it is.
Starting to see some stuff?
Yeah, I've seen enough to make me a little excited.
Good.
It's good gold in here, see? There's already gold. That was after 2. Lots of gold. Lots of gold in there.
That's a
lot of gold, huh?
That's a good start.
So, man, it was a relief when we finally started seeing gold. That was a big deal.
Yeah, look at that.
I could just see my dad just kind of like, it was a good moment.
Wow, is that shining up or what?
A pretty good line of gold there.
And to see Chief Gordon smile, that was huge. Like, that was like, cool, finally.
Farley, there's gold on this island.
There's gold, buddy. We finally found some gold. No more Farley full of... We did it.
The 2 grams of gold is not the big score Farley's chasing. However, it's proof that his risky decision to bet everything on his Bougainville dream might be worth the gamble.
Let him see it up close. There we go.
But the team has only 4 weeks left to find the ounce an hour Farley needs to justify a return trip.
2 hours of dredging and we have a measurable amount of gold. That was exciting. It was exciting to see it in the pan. We're just got to find our spot now. It's just time for us to find our spot. That knocked it out of the park.
That was the best gold we've got since we've been on Bougainville, guys. For real. Very successful pan. We're excited. Wow. Thank you so much.
Big deal.
Coming up,
Shallow, we're gonna run it around.
a wild ride home to serious damage to the boat
I couldn't even see that.
and tosses Ian into croc-infested waters.
That should hold it.
12:30 p.m. After more than an hour and a half of downtime, Ian has finished realigning the belt on the dredge.
Ready to go?
Let's see if it even runs.
But if his repairs fail, another day will be lost.
Better than it was.
And Farley's dream of saving his family from financial ruin will be one day closer to disaster.
There you go.
Start dredging.
We put a Band-Aid on it today. We got it to the point where I'm not worried about it not working. And when we get back to camp tonight, we're going to have a little talk and we're fixing it before we go out again.
With a noticeable increase of croc activity in the area, Jim must be vigilant so the rest of the team is able to focus on their work and the mechanical problems besieging the dredge.
My job on this expedition is to try to pay attention to the crocodiles so the rest of the team can pay attention to dredging for gold. These things can be really still and slow-moving water. They can be hiding in bushes. There's just a lot of places they can ambush from.
Hey, something's wrong. It's running like a quarter power. Come feel the suction, it's nothing.
We finally got it fixed, and there was something else wrong with the dredge. I had a hold of the nozzle, and we weren't getting any suction, or very little suction.
Got it?
It's starting to piss me off.
Yeah, we're sucking air right there.
That's from him hanging it off the boat, then adding extra weight, pulls right on it.
Ian has concluded that a vital hose coupling was damaged on the last mission when the crew took a shortcut and attempted to leave the dredge on the boat rather than operating it in the water. When a 5-foot section of the hose clogged with heavy sand, the weight bent the metal coupling between the hose and dredge, breaking its seal. The damaged hose is now sucking in air at the coupling connection point and dramatically reducing the dredge's vacuuming power.
I don't know how we're gonna fix that. I mean, for now, I'm just gonna sit on it.
What you do best.
Farley's hand-picked team leader comes up with a simple solution to the problem. Holding the coupling underwater will prevent the hose from sucking air, finally allowing Sekeli to begin dredging. But the solution is temporary at best.
Dude, that was a stupid idea. Hanging off the boat. We gotta figure out how to fix this, because we're not gonna have somebody sit on it every day.
We spent an hour and a half, 2 hours working on stuff that should have been fixed before we ever left the beach. They thought it'd be a good idea to keep it out of the water and it'd be easier. I'm really frustrated at can we do it easier? The hard way always works, just do it.
It never should have happened.
That's the only 6-inch dredge on this island. If they keep up, it's gonna be the only broken dredge on this island.
Ian's low-tech solution finally enables Sekeli to get his first quality, uninterrupted dredge time. The extracted virgin soil is washed through the sluice box, where the heavier material like gold is trapped. The lighter material flows back into the river and accumulates along the shoreline.
We're already past our previous record of 13 minutes.
At least we're getting something done.
But without a cage to protect him, he and the team must be on high alert.
I'm the diver, so my whole world is focused on the end of that nozzle and the material that I'm picking up. I can only see, at best, 2 feet into the water. So when I'm down there and I'm working, at any moment I could be grabbed by a crocodile. And that's why we have Jim. He's checking the water, he's probing the water, he's being that barrier between me and the croc.
After almost 2 hours of dredging, the crew shuts down for the day.
Good job. Yeah.
Captain Todd is worried about losing daylight before they attempt their treacherous journey home.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Wow. Kelly made his own sandbar, looks like. Yeah.
We were only able to dredge for about an hour and 45 minutes. I'm not happy with that at all. I wanted 4 hours of dredging today, but I'm giving Kelly props. He decided to dredge today with no protection other than guys with sticks.
We'll have something, dude.
The guy's determined to make things work.
You want to do the clean out right there? Yep.
The team has finally managed to dredge the first sample ever collected from the bottom of the Queens River. Before they leave, they clean out their sluice box so they can process the concentrate back at base camp.
Okay, anchor's up.
In an hour and 45 minutes, I'd be happy with about a half ounce of gold.
All right, everybody on, everybody on. All right, here we go. Get up front. Here we go.
I'd be ecstatic with anything over that.
Hug the shore, hug the shore.
If this place is truly what they say it is, we can produce that.
Here we go.
With the light fading, the crew sets out for base camp.
It's gonna get shallow, I think.
Getting shallow here. Shallow. Getting shallow. We're gonna run around. Shallow.
But the river's water level has dropped, and the current is running even faster than earlier.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna hit this. Here we go. Snags on starboard.
Getting home safely will test both Captain Todd's skill and his courage.
Hang on, hang on.
Lug.
Yeah,
Lug.
hold on. We're gonna hit.
I'm gonna have to gun it.
It's right here where I seen that croc earlier.
Go, stop.
Yeah, we got a log underwater right here.
Got it, I see
right
it.
here. Hold on.
Okay, everybody all right?
We hit some stuff hard. Okay, I'm gonna try to whip this bird around. Hell yeah. And then just kind of ping-ponging down the river.
We got some snags.
I see it, thank you.
See these snags behind us, huh? We're gonna run into snags here.
All right, I have to start coming forward here.
Hang on.
I'm gonna have to gun it.
That way.
It's just one snag after another. And the first one sets you up, and you lose control, and then you hit the second one.
After returning home from their successful mission in Copenhagen, Farley and the land team are moving into their first traditional style hut, which is finally completed after 2 weeks on the island.
Oh man, look at this, baby. Well, we finally get to move into the huts. It's taken us quite a while, but we're finally here to the point where we get to move in.
Glad to be out of the tent.
It's been pretty miserable sleeping in the rain. We're wet. Sleep bags are wet. Pretty tight quarters in there. We think we could dry out and do better in the single hut.
This is nice.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
Everything is so different than anything we've ever built. It's going to be a nice place to stay.
.30 p.m.
Yeah, we got a log underwater right here.
Got it, I see
right
it.
here. Hold on.
Captain Todd and the boat crew are fighting their way home through the dangerous debris of the Queens River.
I'm in neutral.
I went overboard without expecting it.
Hop on, I got this.
And as soon as I felt my feet hit the bottom of that river, I was running. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't spooked, because that was literally feet from where we'd seen that 10-footer.
I'm gonna have to gun it. Watch the boat. Getting up this river is the most nervous I've been in my career. All right, get near the river mouth.
Okay, hang on.
We're motoring. Putting people at risk, putting the boat at risk, and just the unknown. It's a lot of nerves, and really wondering if you're doing the right thing.
Nice driving, Cap. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Not how you're supposed to treat a boat.
Later that night, word of Farley's recent success has quickly spread through the island, and the Americans have been invited to an impromptu celebration in the Adamo region, 2 hours away from base camp.
Well, I'm excited for this. I really want to hear more of the drums.
The big ones.
Tonight we're going up to Adamo. Now that we're finding gold, the chiefs are going to make a public proclamation tonight, blessing us to mine in their area. I'm worried that this is going to be like the other night when we met all of the chiefs. I don't want this to be a hostile kind of environment, and the last time it was.
Oh, good Lord.
Wow.
Wow.
When we drove up in the car, there were people everywhere lined up and down the side of the road. They were yelling, hooting, and hollering. You could feel their stomping in the ground. It was just absolutely unreal.
Welcome, guys.
Hey, well, thank you so much.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Well, the rain didn't dampen their spirits, did it?
It was a powerful moment, and then they led us down the road into this clearing. I didn't know exactly where it was going.
Overseas man, white man, Americans especially, people come to here, don't look shabby. Come up past them, they make a mess.
Tonight's a big deal. It's a village proclamation where we are all partners now. We've gone that next step. Now we're accepted.
Part of the ceremony was a cleansing ritual. I believe that this was a large step forward in earning these people's trust. They splashed some water on my face with these leaves, and they said whatever words they said. I don't know what they said, but it was nothing mean because everybody was smiling.
They're telling the spirits of the village that it's okay for you to accept these new people as a mining partner.
While the chiefs are still suspicious, the people are happy to have us here. And I was led out into this dance by children, and it was amazing. They grabbed me by the hand. I had 5 children on each hand, just smiling and dancing. I got lost in the moment. It was beautiful. It truly was beautiful.
They really went all out to make us feel welcome. It was a great celebration, but it's not a free run of the island. I've got chiefs looking at me. I've got chiefs challenging me. This whole thing could blow up in my face at any single time. I think the operation will hold together as long as the tempers hold together and we find some gold. But this thing has been a real challenge. If we don't pull this off, it's going to be a really expensive mistake.
On the next Legend of Croc Gold.
Hang on. Holding on.
The team's terrifying trip down the Queens River takes its toll,
I struck several underwater objects.
igniting an explosive confrontation
We have to make it up the damn river.
that pushes Ian and the crew to the brink of mutiny.
Okay, so it's a dictatorship. It's going to be your way or the highway.
Tensions are high and time is short
It's not your day to waste. It's all ours.
No.
You brought us here.
as the team puts itself in harm's way
Croc is in the water! Get him out of there!
on a dangerous final push-up river
I think he has something to prove to himself, that he can still do it.
to find the elusive island gold.